Welcome back to the channel, collectors and Marvel fans. With Marvel Studios' Fantastic Four First Steps finally in theaters, what better time to rank the top 5 Marvel Legends Fantastic Four First Steps action figures released by Hasbro. This is the official MCU debut for the Fantastic Four, and Hasbro Marvel Legends Wave based on this film gives us our first look at their new designs. There are 6 Marvel Legends Fantastic Four First Steps figure, but today I'm only ranking 5. I left out the depowered Johnny Storm because I didn't pick up that one. For now, let's dive into the countdown and stick around to the end to see which figure I ranked number 1 and why. You might be surprised. At number 5, Invisible Woman Vanessa Kirby. The sculpt of this figure is genuinely impressive. She has one of the most beautiful female MCU head sculpt we've seen in Marvel Legends. That said, the likeness to Vanessa Kirby is close but not quite there. Hasbro did a great job with the costume details, the texture and sculpt. They are crisp, matching the trailers from the Fantastic Four First Steps. But the issue is in the accessories, or more accurately, the lack of hands. She comes with 4 hands, but they don't form any pair. There is only one right hand that is designed to hold on to her translucent shield. The left hand is a gripping hand. But you can't swap the hands to match the pose you want. For someone with powers of invisibility, she should have at least 2 hands where the invisible shield can attach to, and maybe another expressive head sculpt. Still, I do appreciate the fans on YouTube that have pointed out that her retro-inspired hairstyle makes her a great custom fit for the retro wave Invisible Woman. If you don't like the retro Invisible Woman head, this one is a nice upgrade. A solid figure, but not quite strong enough to break into the top 3 for me. Surfing her way to number 4 is the female Silver Surfer, Shala Bal. The figure stands out because of the accessories. You get that nice translucent orange surfboard blast, and the surfboard has nicely sculpted details. She has a striking metallic bronze wash in some spots, but the base body is very plain. The movie design went with a minimalistic look, and Hasbro followed that accurately, but as an action figure reviewer, I rank higher characters with more sculpted details. On the bright side, this figure has so much customization potential. On Instagram, I shared how it makes a great base for a diamond formed Emma Frost from the Hellfire Gala, or a steel transformed husk if you are a Generation X fan. The head sculpt is well done, and the bronze highlights gives just enough dimension, but compared to the more intricate figures in this wave, I can't justify making her a top 3 figure. At number 3 is Pedro Pascal as Mr. Fantastic. Yes, the GOAT himself, and Hasbro did not disappoint here. The head sculpt is one of the best likenesses we've seen from Marvel Legends recently. It may not be 100% photorealistic, but it clearly captures Pedro Pascal's look as Mr. Fantastic. The subtle hair and the intense glaze, he feels like a thoughtful leader of the team. The costume is also sculpted beautifully, matching the design from the Fantastic Four First Steps trailers with its more tactical sci-fi flair. Now, let's talk about the accessories. He comes with stretchy arms, which is a nice upgrade over the stretchy fingers of the retro Mr. Fantastic. I do like that Hasbro gave him stretchy limbs, but I wish we can interchange the hands on those stretchy limbs. That would have given us options in the ways that we pose his stretchy arms. Still, props to Hasbro for including 4 interchangeable hands, a pair of close-fist hands, and open palm hands. The stretchy part plugs in easily, and while they don't allow for insane range, they are solid for display. Should Mr. Fantastic have ranked higher? Possibly, especially if you are a big Pedro Pascal fan. Let me know in the comments below if you bump him up the list. At number 2 is the flame-on version of Johnny Storm, the Human Torch. This figure looks amazing under direct light. The translucent red plastic with black line detailing gives off a glowing ember effect. It's not just red plastic with paint, there's a real depth here. The black painted parallel lines are nicely done. From a distance, they don't read like paint apps, they blend seamlessly with the translucent body. It's a clever use of color and texture. Now, I don't think this is the exact look Johnny Storm will have in the final cut of the Fantastic Four First Steps movie. It feels like Hasbro based it more on the retro poster art, giving it a stylized comic book flavor. I'm not mad about that, but I wish they would come up with a more movie-accurate version. He comes with a pair of flight hands and closed fist hands, the essential hands for Johnny Storm. But again, no alternate head. I would have loved if he has a shouting or smirking expression head. It would be a nice addition. Still, in terms of shelf presence, this figure stands out. Light him up from behind and he glows like ember. Definitely one of the best Human Torch figures we've seen in years. And clobbering his way to the top spot is the Thing, or as I called him in my review, the puny Thing. Now let me explain. When I say puny, I'm talking about bulk, not height. The figure stands taller than the 6-inch scale that he should be. In the comics, Thing is listed around 6 feet, but in the trailers for Fantastic Four First Steps, he clearly towers over the team. So yes, the height is accurate to the movie, but the bulk could be more imposing. I prefer a chunkier Thing, something that feels closer to the Marvel Select or the Walgreens exclusive Thing. That said, this version has arguably the best rocky skin sculpt Hasbro has ever done. The detailing is sharp and layered, and the paint wash is clean. It's not overdone, and it adds depth without looking messy. Articulation is surprisingly good, especially for the torso swivel, which isn't blocked by the sculpt. You can get the Thing in dynamic poses without losing the rocky texture. Like most of this wave, the one thing missing is an alternate head sculpt. The included calm expression is too calm, almost sleepy. I get that it's probably from the scenes where Ben Grimm is more thoughtful, but give us a roaring face next time, Hasbro. Overall, the Thing stands out as the most complete and display-worthy Marvel Legends Fantastic Four First Steps figure from this wave. So that's my ranking of the top 5 Marvel Legends Fantastic Four First Steps action figures. This wave gave us an early glimpse at the MCU's version of Marvel's first family, and I think Hasbro did a solid job. Do you agree with my rankings? Which figure is your favorite? Did I rank your number 1 pick too low? Let me know in the comments below. I love reading your thoughts. Thanks again for all the engagement and feedback in the comments of my recent reviews. One viewer suggested using the Age of Apocalypse Shadowcat closed fist hands as a replacement for the Gamerverse Psylocke. Since the new Marvel Legends Psylocke Gamerverse only includes one closed fist hand, the left hand. Katie's right closed fist does work. From a distance, the skin tone difference isn't very noticeable. Psylocke's pale skin makes it hard to kit bash with other comic-style flesh tones accessories. The blue costume paint on Shadowcat is metallic compared to Psylocke's more matte finish. But if you're using the Psychic Blade accessory, it helps hide both the color and skin mismatch. It's not a perfect match, but for posing or display, it surprisingly works well. Let me know if you tried other kit bash options. I've also done in-depth reviews of the Fantastic Four First Steps Marvel Legends figures, so if you want a closer look at the accessories, breakdowns, kit bash ideas, and more, check out the playlist link on the top right corner of your screen. If you found this helpful or useful, hit that like button, subscribe for more Marvel Legends content, and share this review with your friends. More reviews, kit bashes, and movie tie-ins are coming soon. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.